wanted us to get something to eat because, first of all, initially you said let's meet for lunch. I didn't eat, so I'm starving. Why did you have us meet there anyway?
You love the water, Rick. I thought you'd like to meet by the water.
It was beautiful. But also, and mainly, I wanted you to know I wasn't just trying to be mean or spiteful. I wanted to explain some of where I'm coming from.
Okay.
So you said God convicted you in Israel after you heard my follow message. That message came to me the night before because God had convicted me.
Convicted you? About what?
He just showed me so much about the past year. I mean, I really did pray for God to do a miracle in my marriage. I was hurt, obviously, that Vince had an affair. But I was like, it was one time back when I thought it was one time. So I was really praying to be able to forgive. And I felt like I did forgive. It was just hard to trust, you know, especially since he still worked with her.
Absolutely.
So it was hard to get to a place of rest. I felt like my heart was just unsettled. And I couldn't see how the enemy was scheming.
Scheming? How do you mean?
Bringing you back into my life after all these years, right in the midst of that turmoil.
I mean, the timing was crazy and unexpected. I mean, I never thought I'd hear from you again, and then...
Right? And the reminiscing and sharing and falling right back into those long conversations. I have to be honest, it felt good. It's just easy with us.
That's real.
But I was clinging to you instead of clinging to Jesus. I had a clean conference and I spent the weekend thinking about you and wanting to hang with you. Sean, I would have slept with you. Then I go to the Holy Land trying to get to a better spiritual place. And I'm in the Holy Land mad because I can't cling to you. The Lord was like, you were out of control.
So like God checked you pretty hard about all this.
Definitely. He was like, are you clinging to me or are you gonna cling to Sean? Because it can't be both.
Right.
So go ahead, say I told you so, because you basically said I was tripping in Israel.
That's not what I was saying, Rick. What I was saying is, you've been through so much. And the only one that can help you or heal you is God. That's the reason I thought you were there the whole time anyway.
And I knew you were right. I just got an attitude with you anyway. What you said about being friends, I would love that, but blocking you has actually been good for me. Forced me to focus on God and deal with everything I need to deal with.
I mean, that's good, Rick. Like, I'm good, you know, with it not being because you're upset, but because you're doing what you need to do to cling to God, you know? But can I say something? Just don't give up on the ministry stuff that you got going on.
Well, it's more like God closing the door, but there's a time for everything, right? The seasons change.
Yeah. Just make sure it's God changing the season and not you.
I hear that.
Well, you think you can at least have one last meal together?
I think we can. Go ahead and order.
Hey, sweetheart. When did you get in?
Good morning, Mom. It was late, about 2 a.m. I didn't want to wake you all.
How'd the interview go?
Good, I think, but lots of questions like, why'd you stop practicing? Why are you starting back? Are you really committed this time around?
Well, I hope you told them that you never should have stopped and that you're in your right mind now.
Mom, you sound like Vince.
I can agree with him on this one. I raised you to make your own money, Shiloh. Then you could have kept the house.
I'm glad we sold it though. I didn't want to stay in St. Louis.
Well, I'm glad you're getting your life back, Shy. You were a partner in a law firm. Who leaves 6 figures to do whatever it is you were doing?
Ministry, Mom. Writing, speaking. I put together a conference last year. I felt that's what God was calling me to do.
Now your publisher dropped you. You've lost speaking engagements. Shiloh, I just want you to understand what you need to learn from all this.
What's that, Mom?
You can't rely on these so-called Christian folk, Shiloh, and you don't have to. God gave you intellect. You want to know what he called you to do, what you've been trained to do, so you can have options. You see, Vince didn't have to go stay with his sister. He's bought another house already. And what do you want to bet? That woman is staying up in there with him.
Mom, that is the last thing I want to talk about.
I'm just saying, in case you forgot, you were making way more money than Vince. And remember, it was your money that got the two of you into that house.
Get out!
I'm all upset.
Trust me, I didn't forget. And I made sure Vince didn't forget.
Come on, you with me, it's my house.
Vince! Talking about it's your house. Get it straight. My money went to the down payment and the first several years mortgage. But you know what? You lie about everything. You are a liar.
You know what, you're right. Carla, I'm sorry.
Get out now!
Hello? I said, can I get a cup?
Oh, hey, sorry, Max. Good morning.
Morning.
You headed out already this morning?
Already been out and back. Miles had practice this morning. Gabby had to be to school early for some club. I've got a breakfast meeting across town. Then I'm headed to work. You know me, always a million balls in the air.
Always. I can't keep up.
So what are you doing here though? I thought you weren't coming into this evening.
Yeah, I had planned to stay later in San Fran, but decided to take an earlier flight back.
Seeing Sean kind of messed things up.
What are you talking about?
I saw his tweet in San Fran. Want to do lunch?
Oh, wow. I hate social media.
Who is this Sean you two were talking about?
It's nothing, Mom.
The guy she went to Israel with.
Excuse me, I went with Israel Collective. It was a group trip.
So Sean just happened to be there at the same exact time. I saw his Insta stories.
Why are you even following him? It's not like you listen to his music.
I saw you've been following him for a while, commenting on each other's posts. I was wondering who it was. I was so surprised to see it was Sean.
Shiloh, you mean to tell me you met someone new already?
Mom, seriously, it's nothing. I don't even want to get into it. It's a long story.
How is it a long story? Mom, you remember Sean Howard, Shy's first boyfriend that she was so in love with? Lived in DC?
The boy who changed your entire name?
He did not change my entire name, Mom. He just gave me a nickname.
I still can't believe you abandoned the name that I gave you. I named you Shiloh for a reason. It had a purpose. It's your aunt.
Really?
What's the big deal? You're not married anymore. So what's up anyway? You and Sean smashing?
What? No, of course not.
Oh, I forgot. You are holy now. I remember when you were sneaking around with him, having me cover for you, and I know y'all were smashing then.
I see you're having a good time being all up in my business.
It's just interesting. Now that you're out here single again, life won't be so simple. It won't be so easy for you to be so perfect.
When did I ever say my life was anywhere near perfect? And how in the world is it simple? My husband had an affair.
Right. Vince messed up. For years, you've had the picture perfect life. And if it was up to you, it would still be that way. Because Rikki clings to God.
Where is all of this coming from?
Forget it. I need to get to my meeting.
Lord, I thought this was a season where Rikki and I could be friends. thought you put that on my heart. But this is all new for me. Trying to really hear from you and walk with you. I guess I got it wrong. I'll keep praying for her. Heal her, Lord. Strengthen her. I guess this is just our story, though. Never the right time. We may never even talk again, but okay. Okay. Your will, Lord, not mine. Your will.
I was so lost. You looked past my flaws, and you showed me truth, and I will cling to you. I will cling to you. I was so lost. I was so lost. Past my flaws, and you showed me truth. And you showed me truth. Now I'm gonna cling to you. I will cling to you. I'm gonna cling to you, Lord. I will cling to you every moment. I need you every day. Every day. Gonna meet you in the morning, yeah. Every morning. I'll run back to you, Lord. Only in your presence am I safe. Only you keep me safe. So you, I'll follow. So you, Lord, I'll follow. With reverence I'll fear. And you, Lord, I'll fear. I'll keep your commandments. I'll keep your commandments. Your voice is the only one I wanna hear. And I'll serve you, Lord, you and you alone. Yours alone. Ooh, I wanna cling to you. I'll never let you go. I won't let you go. 'Cause you'll never let me go. So I'll follow you, Lord, I'll follow. You alone are worthy. You, Lord, I'll Lord. Your voice I'll hear. Speak, Lord, I'm listening, 'cause I'm in your service. Tell me what to do, just send me, Lord. Yours alone. I'll go as long as I got you. I will cling to you. I'll never let you go. Lord, I will cling with my heart. I worship. I need to cling to you. You are my God, my life, my everything. Yes, I will cling to you. Gonna cling to you. I won't let you go. I was so lost. You found me through your cross. You're the only God who's true. So I will cling to you. I will cling to you.